Hey everyone. I give this just a couple seconds. I know there's a little bit of a delay, and then I'm on satellite internet, so there's probably even more of a delay to get this up and going. But today I wanted to talk a little bit about sales. I haven't been talking a lot about sales, but just a quick to introduce myself. I'm Christine Dunn. I've been the director of sales, director of programs at some different, kind of information marketing companies, e-learning companies, and I've learned a lot about sales over the years. I've been trained on sales. And I wanted to share a little bit about that today, about what you can do now. Business right now. But today I wanted to talk about, how to add humanity and heart back into sales. And you can hear I have a little farm that I have. It's one of the reasons why I love being an entrepreneur, because I can, make my own hours more, and I can have the things that I enjoy, which is like, I have some little baby goats right now who are running around over here, and you can kind of hear them. And, that's what I love, is that I get to do these different things with my lifestyle too, and not just, work 24/7. So today I want to talk about how to add heart and humanity back into sales. Especially right now, we're people right now, how they should be talking to the people who are buying what they have, and having some fear around talking to people, and what their messaging should be, and should I be trying to sell right now? And I want you to know that there's people who still need what you're selling. There's people who still need your support. And more than ever, we need more leaders. We need more people who are creating some normalcy, creating, new products and new services. A lot more people are staying at home, and you're seeing all sorts of stuff popping up, great new ideas for how to staying at home, how to serve people differently. And there's just a great time for creativity right now. And so people still need you. People still need your services, and they may need something slightly different now. They might need they might need a little bit more hand-holding in the sales process. They might need a different message, but people still need you, and you still need to be active in your business, both for the people who depend on you from a consumer perspective, but also people who depend on you in your team, your family, your communities, your economy, to keep moving along, and to not slow down, not get distracted. So to bring some heart and humanity back to the sales process, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Is, right now more than ever, we need to be conscious of the fact that people are feeling uncertain. We need to be conscious of the fact that there's a lot of fear. And how we talk to people has to be, we have to be conscious of that. And our sales message has to be conscious of that. And what I found is a really great way to start adding this in is to acknowledge what's going on for people. What's to acknowledge, if you get in a conversation with someone, first thing I like to do with people is to bond with them. To have, when I first got on the phone with someone, I think taking a moment to say, how are you doing? Like, how is this affecting you? And don't let it take over the conversation, just a moment or two, a minute or two of how are you doing in this? Are you staying at home? How's this affecting you? And just making a real connection with someone about how they're being affected and the feelings they may be feeling right now, and just being really real with them. I find is super valuable to just take that minute to bond over the humanity of what's happening right now and how it's affecting people. So taking that moment whenever you get in a sales conversation with someone to say, what's going on for you? How are you feeling? How are things going for you? How's this affecting you? And just having a quick little conversation around that. is a great way to talk about that. And I wanted to share about, a lot of people get really freaked out about objections. And there's a lot of objections that are coming up right now because people are feeling a lot of uncertainty, a lot of fear, and not necessarily wanting to make investments or feeling a little bit more fear around making investments. And what I find is a really valuable tool is when someone talks about, why they might be fearful, is asking them, or why they might not want to do something, is, ask them to share, okay, like, what's your concerns about doing this right now, or moving forward right now? What's your concerns about this? And then, acknowledging those concerns. Yeah, I can totally understand where you're coming from. And I mean, most people, when they share a concern with me, I can totally understand where they're coming from and why they might have those feelings. And then on the flip side of it, I would ask someone, and, what's your concern about not doing it? And having that conversation with them. And I don't ever think about objections as like something, I never want to be in a power struggle with someone on objections. I never want to try and power someone into something, because that's when they want a refund. That's when they don't get what they want out of whatever you're selling to them, because they feel like they were forced or coerced or manipulated into buying something. I always want someone to feel like wholeheartedly that they want to do whatever I'm selling to them, and that they find the value in it. So having that conversation with someone is like, what's your biggest concern about about doing it, and what's your biggest concern about not doing it? And okay, let's talk about that. Like, let's talk about your biggest concern about not doing it. Okay, you think that, you're not going to be able to move forward in your business, or you think your health is going to continue to decline. Okay, well, what's going to be the value of that if you do it or you don't do it? Like, what's going to be the negatives that's going to happen? And having that conversation with someone, helping them talk through and walk through this emotional experience that they're having, like of the fear and uncertainty, and helping them ground themselves in the reality of what's, so someone has some fear and uncertainty about making an investment in their business right now. And you have a conversation about, okay, well, what do you think will happen if you don't make this investment? Well, gosh, I really need someone to coach me through this. I feel so uncertain right now, I'm not sure what my right next step is. Okay, so you're feeling all that uncertainty and you need someone to help guide you. What's going to happen if you don't have someone guide you? I'm probably going to keep spinning out. Wow, so what's going to be the cost of you continuing to spin out? I'm not going to be able to, I'm going to freeze up. I'm not going to be able to make money. I'm not going to be able to move your business forward. Okay, so the cost is that you're not going to be able to move your business forward if you don't get help right now. And you're afraid that if you invest in this right now, that you're not going to get your money back from doing it. Okay, so let's talk about that. And having those conversations with people, just helping them walk through the thinking process and not be so emotional about it, to actually walk through and get in touch with the feelings that they're having about it so they can make a really good decision. And so I think that that's one of the ways that you can just add heart and humanity, is to see every person that you're talking to as an opportunity to help this person, whether or not they decide to work, an opportunity to help the person going on, feel real human connection, and to be able to make a decision moving forward about what's going to be the right move for them, and helping them through that process. They're not making a decision out of fear. They're not making a decision out of uncertainty. They're making